going to learn connectors, some of the connectors that we have. We're going to start with the word nevertheless. Sin embargo, no obstante. Nevertheless is almost the same as however, as you can see. But why do we use this instead of that? For example, in that sentence. Really, it doesn't really matter. This is more formal. To be honest, in general, people use however more often than this one, but we can use either or. Okay, either or. Let's look at an example. Tony is a good student. Nevertheless, he failed the exam. What does it mean? That normally he's a very good student, he gets 8s, 9s and 10s, but this time, he failed. Next one here, we have the connector whereas, okay, es mientras que, and remember, we have again two different sentences. So the first one, we're gonna have two different, as you can see, examples. The first one I'm gonna get, I like staying in. I like staying at home. Whereas my brother prefers going out. Okay, going out. And then another example, I like romantic films. New sentence. Whereas my friend loves mystery ones. I want you to have a look. If we have a word here, we can't not use the same word in the second sentence. Because remember, these are connectors. They're connecting really, in reality, we're connecting two sentences. So they have to be together. So films, we are going to obviously substitute for ones. If we have just one object, it will be, instead of ones, will be one. Okay? Next one. Okay. However, sin embargo, I am tired. However, I'm going for a walk. In this case, like I said before, you can use the word nevertheless, but in real life, people tend to use however more often than nevertheless, but it's the same. Nevertheless is obviously more formal. Now we are going to talk about even though and although, which are, again, aunque, they are the same. Okay, they are the same. So you can use even though or although. Okay, even though I'm cold, I will leave the window open because I want to have some fresh air in the room. So, although I'm cold, I will leave the window open because I want to have some fresh air in the room. Next one here, next connector, despite of, in spite of. Careful because in spite of, there are three words. Spite, just one word. You have to be careful, it means a pesar de, you have to be careful because this is slightly different. As you can see before, you have a sentence, a nice sentence with subject and verb, blah, blah. Okay, here as well. Okay, subject, verb, same as with nevertheless. But in spite of or despite, you can't have a subject and then the verb in a sense like present simple, present continuous. You cannot. The only thing you can have is a noun or a verb with ing in case you want to use, an action. Okay, so for example, despite the rain, I'm meeting my friends at the cafe. Nice, for a nice coffee. Or, in spite of being afraid of flying, I'm not into flying at all, I'm going to Paris by plane. Why? Because if I'm going by car, it's going to take forever. So obviously I'm going to take a plane instead. Okay, so as you can see here, my verb, can you see? I'm going to use my red pen here, my marker. The verb is with ing. If you want to use that verb, okay, a verb, you have to use ing. I cannot use a normal sentence with subject and then blah, blah, blah. Same as here, remember here we have a noun. Okay, so we have a noun here and then a verb with ing. Okay, just remember. So, this one and this one is the same. I can say, instead of the rain, blah, 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 or I can say, despite being afraid of flying. You can swap. It doesn't really matter because it is the same connector. The meaning is the same. We're going to carry on now. We have the word instead of, en vez de. It's the same as this one here, okay? We need a noun or a verb with ing. Okay, so I'm eating out instead of cooking. You know what? I don't feel like cooking today, so hey, I'm eating out today. Woo, great. And the same, you know what? If you want to use a noun, you know, for example, okay, I like horror films instead of romantic ones. Remember, I told you about that exception. Okay, you cannot use two words which are the same. You have to, you know, substitute the second word for the one or once if it's plural. Just remember about that, okay? We have the same problem with this, okay? Once in case you want to use a noun, okay? I like horror films instead of romantic ones. I'm using a noun here as an example, okay? Next one, guys, due to or because of, really, debido a causa de, the same. My flight was delayed due to the storm, okay? So, that it was the reason. The storm was the reason why my flight was cancelled. Oh, sorry, not cancelled, delayed. So I can say my flight was delayed because of the storm. You can use that as well. I can use this here and put it right at the front of the sentence. I can say, due to the storm, my flight was delayed. Or because of the storm, my flight was cancelled. Or whatever. Then we have except of and apart from. Okay, so let's have a look. Very similar to Spanish, excepto, aparte de. I love all Harry Potter films. I do. Except for, apart from, that's the exception. The last one. Can you see again? I cannot use the word film twice, okay? Same happens in this one, and in this one, and in this one. You cannot use the two similar words, okay? You can say films, or bike, or cars, or whatever. You cannot. You have to use the word one, substituting in the second sentence, or once if it's plural. Okay, hopefully you understood my explanation, and now we are going to do some activities.